You. Hello, everybody. Of course, I'm this little screen. Do this. Look at this couple. Hour here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to an afternoon edition, special edition live stream. We're going to go over these fantastic submissions. Thank you guys, everybody who submitted. I will thank everybody. Obviously, we're getting started. I appreciate everybody for being here. Slow this music a little bit. We will. I'm going to get started right away. I'm not going to like stall or anything like that. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in here. I know a couple of people. It's the middle of the afternoon. People getting out of work and shit like that. But I just wanted to get this, kind of done with. But I do want enough people in here to vote. Because you're all going to vote on the winner. Again, I want to thank Menjoza, Stew for Lunch, Tony's Figs. There's so many of you guys. Let me just make sure this is everybody. Yeah, Stew for Lunch, Menjoza, Tony's Figs, my lovely wife, Dan Alton, Bear Levin Charlie, let me see who else. Jeff Areno, Lunchbox Killer, Matthew Matson submitted. Of course, I submitted pictures. Peter Moline, thank you so much for submitting images as well. Did a great job, buddy. Samuel Edwards submitted. Shane, thank you so much. Same time Toys. Smudge Customs submitted. Thank you, Smudge. And of course, Triple D Daredevil Dave. Now, Daredevil Dave, you submitted a picture and a video. We'll watch both. Shane did the same thing. Shane submitted. He submitted play motion videos, pictures. He submitted everything. He was ready to go. I hope you win, Tony. I'm not going to win. I'm not involved. I have absolved myself from that so that I can't win. So I'm not worried. But like I said, we'll wait a little bit longer and then I'll let everybody in here. Because JMK Customers also submitted a picture. So everybody, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Like, you guys took the time to go outside. And which was what the whole contest was about, was just getting people outside in the summertime. And I'd like to hope that this is the start of a yearly thing that we're going to do. I would hope that that's going to be the case. But now I don't know if you meant me, Tony, or Tony's Figs. Either way, both people submitted great images. Tony's Figs' picture was fucking fantastic. Mikey's picture was fantastic. Dan, your pictures were great. Stew for Lunch's picture. You guys, the whole point was just to show you how minimal effort you got to do to have some fun, Hey, Bobby, what's up, bud? It's good to see you. It's that bad, huh? I'm not going to fault you for that, though, but I don't blame you. I'm not surprised. But I appreciate you for coming through, hanging out, and watching the stream. I'll start with my images first because, like I said, I'm not involved in it. I just felt like if I was going to do a contest where I was going to make people go outside, I should lead by example and go outside myself and take pictures too. I shouldn't just bark orders at people and tell them to take your shit outside, and then I don't even do it myself. So I'll show you the project that inspired this challenge right now. Yeah, give me a second. I got a bunch of pictures here, so you gotta just let me cook, as the kids say. All right, so this was the image right here. This was the play motion film that I did that started this whole challenge, the Touch Grass Challenge. So I just submitted this image as the first submission. I think I said it way back when this was going to be the first picture that I submitted to it. And it was a play motion film. Obviously, if you guys are following the channel, you either saw it or saw it like in passing. It's one of my favorite play motions because it was the simplest. I took one figure, went out into a hike with my wife, and just kind of found scenes that along the hike that I just set Sabretooth up in a position and let my imagination take me writing wise. But this was one of my favorite projects I've done so far this year. Was The Hunted. And like I say, it spurned. Hey, Nico Tronis in the house. What's up, Nick? It's good to see you, bud. I appreciate you for coming through. And it basically inspired this whole challenge. So anybody who got in on the challenge, I appreciate you, like, fucking for real, man. Like, you guys You guys didn't have to, like I said, you didn't have to go outside. You didn't have to do this. You could have just come and hang out. I could have just showed you pictures. Originally, when I started this, I just thought I was going to show you 6 to 7 pictures that I shot, and that would have been it. I didn't expect, so many of you to do it. Now, this won't be the first one. I might do another one in August. Hey, that's all right, buddy. I didn't even get into it yet, Bear 11. You're right on time, brother. I might do another one of these in August, possibly September for the fall. So it's not hot, but it's not cold. So I'm shooting for maybe my birthday month, September, and we'll do another one of these. And then it's like this one was for the summer and spring and summer, and that one could be for the fall and winter. Because I'm not going to send anybody out in the dead of winter unless you want to. Because last year, Savage Land took his figgies out in the snow, and he found out real quickly how hard it is to shoot anything in cold weather. It's not feasible. Your hands get numb. They get wet from the snow, so it's a real pain in the ass. Even if you have gloves, it's not going to matter. So I'm not going to do it, obviously, in the wintertime. So I was thinking, from now on, next year, May, September are going to be my touch grass challenges. So if you want to still do this again, I'm going to, obviously start taking submissions in August. We'll figure it out. But the whole point of this is to not only get you to go outside, it's get you to play with your toys. Too many of us just talk about what's coming out. Too many of us talk about what accessories it has and the articulation it has and the details, but nobody takes the time to play with them. They're toys. They should be played with, and even if it is just taking a picture with them, I think that counts, because you're posing them, your imagination is running wild, you're setting them up in scenarios. That's playing with your fucking toys, whether you like to admit it or not. So that I'm glad that I got so many of you to play with your toys. So if I could take anything from this challenge, that's what I will take. Oh, God. Wait till next year when everybody gets the snow. I know, Jetman. That's a very true story, buddy. That's another reason why I'm not waiting to do, I'm not going to do a winter version of the touch grass challenge, because technically it would be touch snow, not touch grass, unless you don't get snow. And it would be touch grass. But for, guys like Tony's Figs, it's just touch sand because he's in the fucking desert. He's in Arizona. Hey, Smudge is in the house. What's up, Smudge? Just in time. Didn't get to the pictures yet. I'm just showing. This is the image. I made a play motion video in May called The Hunted with Sabretooth. And this is kind of what spurned this whole touch grass challenge, was this play motion film. I was thinking about showing it, but I mean, it is only a couple minutes, but I didn't want to waste people's time. So I was just like, I'll just show the image that I made, the thumbnail. I think that did enough. That captured enough of it. Hell yeah, that's what I like to read, Dan. I love that. Dan, you did a great job, dude. And I saw, Dan, I apologize. I'm getting late to the draw here with everything. I responded to your email. It was a beautiful email that you sent me. Thank you so much, bud. But this is what inspired it, because I went out one afternoon. I took my mother to the doctor. I had to leave her there because she was getting a procedure done. And I was right by this hike. I said, let's go for a hike. We went for a hike. I think I take it back. It was my father. I had to drop my father off for a procedure. And then me and my wife went for this hike. It was an extended hike. It was like 2 hours because the procedure was long. So I was able to get a lot of shots out of it. And when I came home and put it together, it was crazy that I was able to put together this little short film. It was just nothing but him. I had no lighting. I had nothing. No lighting, no bounce boards. Bounce board is what reflects the sun. I noticed Sir Dork uses it a lot now. I used to use it a lot when I was doing cosplay, because it really, if you have a foil bounce, it really does change the dynamic of an image. It truly does. So I would highly recommend it. So if you're into photography and you want to take your toys outside, get yourself one of those foil bounce boards, those little circle things that you can just kind of close up and open up, because they do work. They're very good tools, especially if you're going to use natural light in the sun. So I would highly recommend getting one of those. I have like 4 of them of varying sizes, and even a simple piece of paper will work. You'd be surprised if you just take a white piece of paper, and if the sun is behind the figure and you just put it in a way in front of the figure where the light will bounce off the paper, you'd be surprised how much light you can get on a focal point, I guess I'll call it, right? The target. I don't want to call it target. That sounds weird. But on the focal point of the image. So I would highly recommend bounce boards. This is if you're into photography and you want to continue this. If I inspired any of that, that's what I would recommend doing. Tin foil on cardboard will absolutely work. Menjoza, you want to get fucking crafty? You want to DIY it yourself? Go right ahead. The circle bounces are a little cheap. They're like, I mean, I've seen them as cheap as $5, you know? So, you know, a roll of aluminum foil is $4 or $5, you know? If you already have aluminum foil around the house, obviously it's free. If you want to do it yourself, do it yourself. But the gold side, because when you get those bounces, there's a silver, a gold, and a white. And the gold one really, I like that one. So I usually get them just for the gold side. So, but yes, you could stick a piece of white paper on a piece of cardboard. You could go get a foam board from the dollar store and cut it into small sections if you need to. It's the white poster board. Yeah, so you could literally do anything. But a bounce board is essential if you're going to shoot outside. I would highly recommend it, even if it's with humans. Even if you're having like a person you're shooting a model, a wedding, whatever, you should have bounce boards just to have, because it really does make all the difference. The Discord I'm in, they do photo Fridays, different queue every week. This week is something you'd bring a knife to. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool, Bobby. That's a pretty cool. What Discord is that? That's pretty cool, dude. Those car screens work well too. Hell yeah, they do, brother. So good. I'm glad that you guys kind of have this. I'll definitely have to do more location scouting around my town because this was a lot of fun. Yes, well, like I said, I'm going to do another one in September. So I'm definitely doing another one of these. It's going to be called the Fall Edition Touchgrass Challenge. And I'm going to do a birthday stream, September 22nd. I don't know. I think it falls on a Monday. So it'll be a birthday stream in the middle of the afternoon. And I would like to do something like this again. Just talk about pictures and just kind of, I'm going to be 43. I don't even want to think about that. I'd rather think about toys. So I'd rather much do that. G.I. Joe front lines. That's awesome. Okay, so I assume that's the Discord. I'll check that out. But I have to definitely check that out. So I'm going to just show my images off first, and then we will start getting to some of the submissions, and we'll break it down. Some of you guys are in here, so I'm glad, because I'm going to ask you what your motivation was, why these particular figures, and what have you. Let me just make sure my wife got to where she was going. All right, I think she is almost there. All right, cool. All right, so let's show you some more. So let me just remove that because I don't want everybody to see the submissions. I know some of you's more than welcome to post them on Instagram and just tag me. A lot of you guys did that, and I appreciate that. You didn't, and I appreciate everybody who emailed. So whatever worked, thank you. So I'm happy that you guys did it. This was the second submission I did. One of my favorites, by the way, because it took literally no effort. And that was this. I took Spirit. This was literally right in front of my house. I have this tree in my front yard. We had just gotten done cutting the grass, and this tree almost clotheslined me off of the fucking lawnmower. And that's when I took notice. So I'm cutting the grass, and you got to duck under this tree. So I always got to duck under it. I'll give you the the wide version of the shot right here. See, bang, a little bit wider. And I would constantly almost fucking have to, this branch would clothesline me. So this day, it almost got me because I had my headphones on, wasn't paying attention. And I just kind of looked at it, and I just saw this spot on the tree. It was eye level. So I was sitting on the lawnmower because I got a lawn tractor, and I went like this, and I just saw this spot on the tree. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, man, I like this. And if you look here, right here, this is Christmas lighting that I tried to take off the tree, but the tree grew around it. So I couldn't. And when I left it there, my wife was the first person to notice. She goes, it looks like the rope that he climbed to get into the tree. Because originally I was going to cut it out of the image. And then when she said that, a fucking explosion in my head. And I said, yo, that's fucking, yes. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So I was totally into that, and it just kind of made the image for me. Hey, Jeff, what's up, man? Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm little took no effort. I just posed him, which was a pain in the ass to get the gun like that with any figure, as you know. And I just sat him up in that tree in that spot, and I just walked around the tree, took as many shots as I want, and I just kept my favorites. This was basically my favorite shot, and then like I said, oh Jesus. But this one, the close-up of it, I thought was pretty badass too. Because even from this angle, kind of still looks like he's looking through the scope, even though he's not even close. So the way I framed it up, it still looks like he's looking through that lens. So I was very happy with how that shot came out. And then I will show you another submission that I submitted, which I was very, very proud of, especially now, which was this. I went to the cemetery with my wife so she could film that Herbaceous mortis, or whatever it's called, the plants of the cemetery. And I just took Captain America with me. I told her, I was like, if we find gravestones like this, I'm definitely going to find some inspiration. And we were leaving the cemetery. And she said, stop here. I see some flowers that I want to shoot. And I was like, okay. I pulled over into a parking spot. She got out. She walked down to go take the picture. It was like the garden of the cemetery. And I was just looking at the gravestones. I just kind of like went like this out the window. And I saw these three just sitting there. And I'm like, oh, shit. And it was just far enough where I could stand Captain America on the asphalt. Didn't even have to move him into the grass. Because usually when you move a figure into the grass, you're going to need a stand. Or what I usually use is like 16 gauge wire. And I'll either stick it in the peg of the foot, or I'll wrap it around his ankle real tight and then just stick it in the dirt so he stays. I got that from Sir Dork. That was a great fucking a great little tidbit, a great tip. No pun intended. But I was able to put them right on the asphalt, perfect perspective, set up the camera. This was my phone. This was taken with my phone too. I'll get to images that I took with my camera in a second. But the ones that you just saw were all taken with my phone. And this, I just kind of got what I needed and then shot it. And when I went back and, obviously what happened to my pops, this really means more to me now than anything, obviously. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the kind words for the image. Thank you, man. I appreciate all this. Thanks, man. So, but yeah, so now I think I had one more. If not, I will go to the other ones. Yes. All right. So I'll do one more. Now, my wife submitted as well. I love her with all my heart, but she is not allowed to win the prize, even though she said she wanted to be involved. So I'm going to show her picture now, which I fucking loved. She did this herself. Didn't even ask me for help. All she asked me was to help her stand the figure because she said it was frustrating her. So I was like, okay. And that was this. She took one of these little Winx fairies. We got it at Ollie's. And she was watching me shoot the pictures I'm going to show next. And she was like, I would love to be in this. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, go get a figure, man. Go get toys. I know you got toys. So she ran inside. She grabbed this. I wish she was here so I can ask her what the motivation was, but I can assume, I know my wife enough to know that she loves fucking fairies. She's home. She loves fairies. And she loves this particular cartoon, Winx, I guess it's called. And she just walked around our yes, Menjoza. Oh, you have no idea. So she was walking around my yard, and we have a patio, and this particular dandelion was growing through the patio. So it was going through the bricks. So she just was like, well, hold on, I see something here. And I was like, okay. So she bent down and she tried to put the figure into the thing, into the weeds. And I said to her, I was like, I said, hold on a second. I said, let me help you a little bit. And she's like, all right. And then I went down and I stood it up for her. And we took a close up too, so you can get it. Here it is right there. And it just looks like this is just a figure in a dandelion weed. And it looks like she's walking through the forest. There was a great shot. It was taken with her cell phone. Oh no, she used my cell phone because my cell phone is better in terms of the camera quality. And yes, that's what I said to her. I was like, yo, this looks like she's walking through the forest. She did a great fucking job. And it's in the weeds. If I scale it out, you can see it's literally a dandelion weed that we just stood that figure in and took the image. So it's such a great shot. So I just, I wanted to show mine and hers because we can't be in the contest. So I just wanted to show that even we went outside to take pictures. Like, I didn't want anybody to think that I wasn't going to practice what I preached. You know what I'm saying? So let me say here, after I submitted my pics, I went on a binge watching a ton of Sir Dork videos. His videos were extremely and his pictures are extremely helpful too, because he tells you what the ISO, the frame rate, the shutter speed. He tells you all that. So he's very helpful in that, and that's how it should be. And that's one of the reasons why I love his content, because it's always helpful. It's always productive. It's always in a positive way. So that's one of the reasons why I love Sir Dork's work. Hey, Kaiju Kitty's announced. What's up, bud? Very whimsical. Yes, Menjosa. That's why, when I look at it, that's one of the things I say to her, you guys need to have that classified saw viper out there pruning gardens. I know, for real, but no. Well, it was pretty bad, Bobby Wall. But we've since then weed whacked and cut the grass, so everything's good. Let me show you my last submissions, which were actual. I just downloaded them. So let me just go to them real quick. All right, so again thank you so much, everybody who submitted. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are the goddamn best. So back to, let me just stop sharing. We'll go back to Instagram in a second. I just want to show you, like I said, the rest of my images, and then we will start getting into everybody else's. Now, this diorama, I left exactly where you're seeing it, and the rain claimed it, so I had to throw it out. It was just a cardboard box that I painted, and I put some texturing on it with sand and shit like that, just so it looks like stone, and took some Halloween decorations, like these little fake tombstones that just find it's Spirit Halloween for like $5.99 on Michael's. And I just made that little, like, what looked like a fort, a castle wall, a tomb, whatever, whatever you want it to be. And this is what you see where the gorilla is standing right here. That's where she put the winks. That's exactly where she put them. So she saw this and she started looking around and she was like, I want to use this one right here. Hey, actually, you're right. What's up, bud? It's good to see you. And so this was my final submission technically to this challenge. And I took a bunch of these pictures because I was very happy with these. These I used a DSLR camera. I had everything very low. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I can't tell you the ISO and the shutter and all that stuff. It was very low because it was very bright that day. It was very sunny, as you can see. And it looks like I went with like Planet of the Apes style ambush where there's some humans teaming up with an anamorphic human that are walking. I don't know how you fucking say it. And they're walking and they're about to get ambushed by the gorilla army. As you can see, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just got sidetracked or something. Okay, so this was another image. Hey, action figure, I rejoined the membership. What's up, bud? Welcome back. Welcome back to the madness. Do you need me to do that for you? I'll do it for you. Fuck it, right? I haven't done it in a while. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime! Ah!
Never gets old. So thank you, Action Figure Out, for rejoining. Like I said, I like this little image. It looks like he's kind of planning. I love this I love AWOC figures. I don't know. I'm assuming everybody probably agrees with me here. But they are great fucking figures. And then, of course, I took it from this perspective. Like I said, this Knight figure from Mythic Legions, I'll give it a thumbs up. I like it. And that one was that was the link that Toy Games put over on the Mega Powers that he found for like $5 at Walmart. I immediately went there the next day and bought it. I figured, what if the Knight had a little ward that was next to him? The white horse that he's on is from the Lord of the Rings, the original toys. I got a lot of that on eBay. And then, of course, this one right here that the lion dude is on was a spawn one. I'm very proud of myself because I fixed the leg that was broken by making my own peg. I'm very impressed with that. And then, of course, this is the McFarlane build-up figure, the Dark Knight horse, the Dark Knight Returns horse. So I just wanted to get their perspective, and then I got another like a clearer version. So because if you see here, it just looks like the Knight is talking to his ward, but I wanted you to get a shot of the Knight's face. So that's why I took this image. And then I think that's it for my end. And then this was like another one. I just have him looking down like he's just talking to them. So these were my submissions to the Touch Grass Challenge. Like I said, in a second, I'm going to start getting everybody else's. I just want to thank everybody who submitted. Peter Moline, Jeff, Bear 11 Charlie, Dan Alton, Stu for Lunch, Shane, Same Time Toys, Sam Edwards, JMK Custom Works, Tony's Figs, Menjoza, all you guys, thank you so much for submitting. We're going to do another one of these, like I said, at the end of the summer. So I hope all you guys who submit again. Smudge, thank you so much for submitting. And I want more people to submit. So I want this to just be the start of a yearly thing that we can do together. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is about, hey, Triple D's back. What's up, bud? Just in time. We're about to get to everybody's pictures. Oh, thank you so much, Jetman. Yeah, I've had a lot of practice. If you go over my Instagram, I have quite a few pictures. Now, like, when I first went on this toy journey, the photography is where I focus most of my attention, and play motion and stop motion. That's where I'm going back. That's where my attention is kind of aiming back towards. Is play motion, photography, stop motion, shit like that, with the toys, with the action figures, diorama building, everything that I started. But if you go back on my channel, I used to get like a lot of like likes and traffic because I really took it very seriously. I was very proud of my work. I still am. So I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. And like I said, every one of these things, I will always submit my own work. Okay. Now, Shane submitted 2 videos. Triple D submitted a video. We'll try to watch them. I don't want to fucking the worst thing you want to do is just sit here and watch someone's whole video, So we'll just watch a little bit of it. I might even mute it just to talk about it. I know Shane messaged me before I went live to tell me that he's currently watching Superman. So he will watch this replay. So Shane, don't worry about it. I appreciate you. Thank you for submitting, bud. I'm going to enjoy Superman because it looks like a good film. At least from what I saw. I know a lot of people are reserving judgment, and so am I, but I'm also reserving positive judgment. I don't want to sit here and trash the fucking film. I haven't even seen it yet. So, the same thing with Thunderbolts. That's why I asked how Thunderbolts was. I didn't see it. You still haven't seen it. But now that I know that people have, yeah, it's good, go see it or go watch it, I will watch it when I have the time. But thank you, Shane, for submitting. So let's get to the contest. What do you say, guys? I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. Right now in the middle of the afternoon, you can do anything. You'd be working probably. You just turn me on right now while you're working. So we're just going to stay with the downloads of the images. That first trailer didn't sell me, but the follow-ups have. For Superman, I hope it's good. It looks fun. Jeff, me too, bud. The same thing. I didn't understand that first trailer, but the couple other ones after that, I'm like, all right. We'll see how this turns out. I'm not going to sit here and tell it and say that it's going to be a shitty movie. I don't know. So we'll see when I see it. So we'll start right at the top here. We'll start with Bear 11 Charlie. I think he was the first one. It's in alphabetical order, if you're wondering. So we'll start with his. I really liked his image. I hope you're still in the room, Bear, because I want to ask you some questions about it. And here it is. I assume that's the head from Predator, the Native American dude that dies, right? When he takes off the vest, he's about to fight the Predator hand to hand. And like just something as simple as taking I assume that's a Valaverse figure. With a custom head on it, and he just took his figure out, put it in the grass, framed it, shot it. Great shot, Bear 11. Now, is this guy your favorite character from Predator? What was the motivation? Why did you pick this particular character? Is basically what I was going to start asking. So I'm going to ask everybody that question. So be prepared for that. But why this particular toy? Like, is this your favorite toy? Is this your favorite character from that film? Like, what was the motivation? Because such a simple shot, but tells a great story. Because, like, this sound looks like he's looking for the fucking Predator. It looks like he's on a solo mission in the jungles, looking for anything. It didn't have to be the Predator. Hey, Alfred, what's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. Thank you for coming through. But this is a great shot. I assume you shot this on your phone? And I appreciate everybody. Anybody who anybody who took it into post, kind of hit me up and said, "Hey, man, I took this into post." Just letting you know, it was shot outside, but I used a little bit of editing to sharpen it up. That's fine. That's totally fine. Billy's not afraid of any man. That's very true. And that's why he's on this solo mission alone. And I got to tell you, makes me want that head sculpt. Definitely would love that portrait of this dude. Because I have a couple of Valaverse figures that could use a brand new head. So, great shot, Bear 11 Charlie. This was the only one he submitted. Alpha Red, I did not. Did you send it to me through Instagram? Because you sent it to me to Instagram, I can go back and look at it right now and just add yours to the list. So you got to let me know. If it was sent through Instagram, let me know right now and I'll look. But it's good that you reminded me because I got everybody's. Yes, no, I got yours. Never mind. I got yours, Alfred. Yours is actually on the thumbnail. So I'm not. Okay. Yeah. So I got yours, bud. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. This is one of my favorite figures, and it's one of the first heads Mikey did for me. Hell yeah. So that's a double whammy right there. Shout out to JMK Customers who also submitted an image. What a great job painting that head sculpt. And what Bear 11, what buck is that on? And see, Billy is my favorite character from Predator. Fucking knew it, dude. Usually I could tell who you guys, because you guys are gonna grab your favorites. You're gonna grab the ones that mean something to you first, and I love it, dude. I fucking love it. But what buck is this on? Like, whose body is that? Is that like a Valaverse, I assume? Custom armor or whatever the fuck? Let us know. The hell was that noise? Jesus Christ, people are fucking crazy. I think my wife is texting me to let me know she's here. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, so Sergeant Slaughter. Okay, version 2. Okay, I have both of those, and that's a fucking great. It's a great buck. That was a great. Hey, Matthew Matson, what's up, bud? Just in time. We just started. You're coming up soon, bud. No, that wasn't Gung Ho. It was Sergeant Slaughter version 2. Great figure, great head sculpt. Whoever printed it, and great job painting, Mikey. But great job all around. Bear 11. I really like this shot. So everybody take an image of this shot because, like I said, when we come back, we're going to vote on the images. Now, here's the thing. Some of you, as you can see, Dan right here in the corner, submitted multiple images. Now, I'm going to pick, we'll pick the one we like the most, obviously, and we'll go from there. That'll be the winner. So look at all of these images. Tell me which ones you guys like the most, and that's the one that'll enter the final round of decision-making of who's going to win this thing. As you know, everybody who submitted, this is the prize that's on the line here. It's a custom-made Buzz Lightyear plasma drill that I personally painted to make an anti-aircraft weapon for G.I. Joe. You can use it for Valaverse. Obviously, G.I. Joe, you could stick 3 3/4. If you got the small guys, you could stick the small guys in here. And you could stick the 6-inch figures, except with the exception of like Gung Ho, Bazooka. But if you have like Scarlet, Lady J, any of the girls will fit in here, no problem. Duke will fit in here, like Flint could fit in here. Obviously, this top piece comes off, as you know, and like I said, I painted everything to make sure it works. Still fires. I think I could find the missiles if you want me to. But what I did, I went to Toxic Depot, aka Suka, and bought the little. He 3D prints a barrel for this gun that you just stick right in the hole, and it makes it look like a sick gun. So, what are you talking about? Pigs, why not? Because of that in the field, that would have been. Oh, you know what? Because at the last minute, I found this and was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this away. I forgot I had this. If I wouldn't, I should have done that, but didn't even think. When's the toothbrush challenge happening? What was the tush brush challenge happening? Tush brush. You talking about painting contests? I don't think there'd be no contest there, Gumbuddy. I think you would. I think you, Mikey, and Tony Figs. That'd just be like a triple threat match between the three of you. I don't think anybody's gonna. Thank you for hanging on here, but I appreciate you, brother, for real. But I just want to let everybody know this is what you can win. So if you win, send me your address, and I will ship it to the winner, obviously. So this way, now you could take that outside with your figures, and when your Rattler finally comes in the mail, if you already didn't get it, now you got something to shoot it down with. You know. That being said, let's get back to the thing. So Bear 11 Charlie, fantastic image. Next up on the list here would be one Dan Alton, and he used, I assume, Lego style figures, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just let me just hold on, because it's a big ass image. And for some, here we go. There you go. So he used these awesome G.I. Joe figures and took a nice little picture on what looks like a rock. Now, Dan, where'd you go? Let us know when you. I don't know what brand this is. I don't, so because I don't really collect any of these Lego style things, but they look pretty cool. They look really cool. Hey, V Conley's announced. What's up, bud? Replay squad at work, but definitely wanted to tap in. Thank you, V Conley. I appreciate you, man. Have a great fucking afternoon. Don't work too hard, bud. Appreciate you, man. Dan Alton. Okay, so they're mini mates from Diamond Select. Thank you so much, Dan. I didn't even know these existed, and I really like these. My favorite one, though, is the one you took of Spirit, which is kind of like reminiscent of mine in the tree. But I love this. The whole fucking eagle on his arm. Fantastic, man. Is Freedom, right? Is the name of the bird. Great fucking shot here. I like this with a Man Thing in the what looks like a nice little pond or a stream. So I'm assuming you took this to a park or something, had a nice little time with it. I was in my backyard. Okay, for all the photos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 4 officials, 4 kit bashes, and 4 customs. Impressive. It's not Eggerly. I don't know what Eggerly is. Great shot and light, Dan Alton. Yeah, Dan did a great job here. And then of course he submitted some of these where people are caught up in a jail cell. I'm assuming that's Goofy. Is that Goofy in the jail cell? I like the animal figures. These are sick, dude. These are real sick. And these are all mini mates, Dan. Man Thing is a custom. Oh shit, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, bro. So you customize these things, or you customizing, or you buying them? Talk to us, Dan. Because Bud, these are impressive, man. That looks like McGruff the crime dog. That's true too. If you see something, say something. Okay. Hell yeah. These are great images, dude. I love the imagination. I love the effort. Great shots, dude. Seriously, great shots, Dan. Like I said, custom Man Thing here, looking on. If you have a pond in your backyard, that's awesome. Or a lake or a stream, whatever this is. That's awesome. That's the one thing I wish I had. There's like up the street, there's like a lake and shit like that. But I don't, there's other people's houses. I ain't going in their backyard, Okay. A river. Nice, Dan. Hell yeah. Dan, fantastic job. If I had to pick one of your shots, it would either be this G.I. Joe team shot, because I really like this shot, or the shot of Spirit, because Spirit's my favorite G.I. Joe up there with heavy duty. So those would be my 2 shots that I would pick for the round when we pick the winners. But if anything, I would go with this. I love this team shot. I don't know how everybody else feels, but this team shot with the Joes, it's a fantastic shot, dude. And the fact that it's originals, customs, and kit bashes, I like that. This one's the winner for me. So so far we got Bear 11 right here. I'm sorry, Bear 11. So we got Bear 11s right here. Billy from the Predator, great shot, love it. And then of course we have now Dan Alton's G.I. Joe team. Yeah. Dan Alton already told us that, but they've been around for years. Yeah, I fucking do. There are certain toy lines I have no fucking idea. Okay, because I was just a Marvel Legends guy, and then got roped into all this Army Men stuff. So because I love G.I. Joe cartoons. I watched them when I was kids and all that stuff like that. But some like Woody and Shane and like Punk with Toys and Matt Matson. These guys know like the lore and everything that goes on, every single character name and every single vehicle name. It's very impressive. But you ask me, you know what this is? I'd be like, that's a toy. Yeah, Spirit from Above was awesome, dude. I really, like I said, I like that one, and I love this one. So if I had to pick, it'd be these 2. I think next up is one Jeff Areno. So let's go to Jeff's pictures. Jeff did a little bit of crossover as well. As you could see, as you could see here, Indiana Jones is running from one Gorilla Grodd, which is pretty awesome. I like the posing of the figure, Jeff, running away. I love like I said, just took him right into the grass. High grass always works with these figures. Not too high grass because you don't want to get all fucking bit up by bugs and shit. But this kind of stuff really works. I love the perspective, Jeff. I love how you have them blurry in the background. Of course, now Jeff sent another one. I like this one, the close-up of him. But I see Jeff here put like sky. You have sky, you have mountains behind him. which is also good. The only reason now, this one to me looks like a film. The way, I don't know if you put a filter over this, Jeff. Let us know. This looks like a film, and this just looks like an actual shot. Either way, I like them both, but I like this one. I like the vibrance of the green in this shot. So, if I would submit a picture, Jeff, it would be this one, the first one. I just like the green vibrance. It cuts so you can see like how it just makes Gorilla Grodd stand out more. Where this is a little bit more browner. I don't know. It kind of just blends in with it, like even with Indiana Jones. Whereas the green here, he stands out. That's just me. I'm not a fucking, like I said, I'm not a professional here. All right, I'm just talking to my girl. All right, she's at her parents' house. But Jeff, great fucking job, dude. And I appreciate everybody who is submitting these things. There are no losers, in my opinion. Everybody did a great fucking job. Everybody suggested we give something away to somebody who took the best picture, and I was with that. Now, this is Lunchbox Killer. As you could see, he's greasing some elbows here, trying to let everybody know that he's down. I didn't even know they made a Blunt Man figure. I don't know how good the articulation is, considering he just has him standing there, what looks like next to his actual bong. But this is a Lunchbox Killer submissions, and he's got a nice little pre-roll in front of him. Of course, Blunt Man would have all this stuff. I love the bong lightsaber. I don't know who made these toys, but this is hilarious. Great submission lunchbox. He just took this literally what looks like he took it right onto his back table in his backyard and shot it, which is fine. Like I said, you could definitely as creative as you want it to be. Sometimes simple is more. Sometimes you want to get as elaborate as you can. That's fine too. Yes, very true, Menjosa. Like I said, but I like, if I had to pick one, it would be that the green, where the green is more vibrant than the other. That'd be my only critique of it. Let's see what else. Okay, so now from here we have Matthew Matson submissions, and I love this image. Now, somebody said to us yesterday, I think Nico Tronis made a great point. He said you can't get a good shot with the Hasbro stand, and he's not wrong. I don't know what the hell all this shit is. So he's not wrong, but that's a good shot. That's a real good. It was supposed to look like a film. All right, well then you did a great job there, then Jeff, for real. But if I was going to submit an image to this like contest, the vibrant, only because you can see the characters, they really stand out with the vibrance of the green. But I got exactly where you were going with the second image. So great job, dude. No problem, bud. No problem. I appreciate you, Bear. Great job with the picture. Thank you so much for submitting, dude. Great job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you got fucking Tunnel Rat hanging out here with Tripwire, if I'm not mistaken. Got some blast effects, so they're in the middle of a firefight with somebody. So like I said, it is hard to take a good shot with the stand, but sometimes you'd be surprised. And this is a great shot. So Matt Matson, great job. But this isn't my favorite shot of him. And it's a comic book cover. So and you are doing, I noticed that a lot on your Instagram, that you recreate a lot of the G.I. Joe covers, and it's great. Because this one, and I know this one this one is my favorite image that I saw from all the images that you submitted, Matt. I absolutely love this image. I love the depth and field here. I love that they clearly are running away from the dragonfly. This one, to me, if you were going to submit one, this is the winner. I love this. I love this shot so much. Of course, I took a couple other ones that he took, like this one you just saw, which was Stalker in the Tree. And I took this one because you guys saw Spirit, the one I showed you before of Spirit in the Tree. I love this shot too. Love the way he's just kind of hanging out with the leg up on the gridiron phone. Great fucking job, Matt. I mean, these are great images, dude. I love that. I love this. This only because holds a special place in my heart because of Conan the Barbarian. And I don't know if the sky actually looked like that. I don't know. I don't think so, because I could see here it looks like the grass blades are cut out. But it was a great idea to do golden hour. Now, here's the only reason why you could tell that it's obviously edited, apart from if you look behind the grass, you can see. He's not very yellow. He's got to be very warm. He would be very orange, very warm, like all of them, if it was at golden hour. So if it was this, the sky actually looked like this. But great. It was a sky swamp. Okay, sky swamp. Yeah. You could tell, but it was a great image to say the least. This was another fucking image that Matt submitted. That was fantastic. I'm a very, very big fan of. I love the ambush by the Joes. As you can see, Tiger Force, Outback. I think that's Gung Ho, Beachhead, and of course Wakando hanging out in a patch before they're about to lay the ambush here on the Alley Vipers or the Range. Oh, I don't know what Vipers they are. We'll just call them Cobra Soldiers. Cobra Soldiers. Great shot. Great fucking shot, Matt. Great job, dude. For real. Thank you so much for submitting. And of course, this is his last submission that I took. He told me he had dreadnoughts hanging out in front of a cabin. I saw it. I love the shots, but this was my favorite one from it because it clearly now you see what the deal was. The dreadnoughts are hanging out there waiting for Cobra to show up to make some kind of deal. As you can see, she's showing up with a briefcase. I try to use yellow orange light also. Okay. For that, dude, next time I would, again, I said, get the bounce. Get the reflective bounce with the orange. And then just reflect the orange onto them, and that might actually would have blended with it. But it was a great job regardless, dude. You did a great fucking job. Well, like I said, if I was going to pick any image, it's this one right here. What a shot, dude. I love it. I love the way you have the way the dragonfly is. And honestly, dude, you can't even really tell that it's on the stand. I know a lot of people, like I said, say it's hard to kind of not get the stand in the shot. You did a great job here, dude. Because I can't see the stand. I know it's there, but you can't really see it unless you really seriously look. Great fucking job. Like I said, that'd be the shot for me. And I really, this is just my personal, I love that. I love how you have him hanging out in the tree like that. I love the positioning of the figure. Just great job, dude. Great job all around. Of course, I showed you my images already. These are Peter Moline's submissions. I like these. These were now with 3 3/4 inch GI Joes. So let me just stress that. He went on the 1/18 scale side of things because he is a 1/18 scale style man. Is a good old Triple P, and I like this. It looks like they're either searching a downed plane, or they downed the plane and now they're searching for survivors. Either way, I love what you got set up here, Pete. Let us know if it was your backyard. Let us know. Can't use the line. Can you, Russ? No, Dad. Okay, and then it says some more images of it. Now you see as he's coming out more wide, you can see more soldiers coming into the fray here, back here. And then of course you see all of them kind of work their way down. Like I said, I assume they're searching for survivors. And then of course he's got this image right here. I like this vehicle. Obviously, guys, you knocked it out of the park. No pun intended, in my personal opinion. For Pete though, I would either submit this one or this one. This one kind of looks like a satellite image, like maybe G.I. Joe or whoever these characters are. I'm assuming they're G.I. Joe characters. Yeah, they're G.I. Joes. You know, maybe Cobra's got a satellite image of them. That's where that was exactly where my mind went when I saw this particular image. So if I was going to submit anything, it would be this. And if I was going to edit anything to this, I would make it look like a satellite. Like I would make it look like I put all the HUD stuff, like the heads-up display shit. Patch of grass by my garage. Corpse and the Delta 17 figs searching for the downed Rattler. That's what I kind of got out of it. Love it, dude. Great fucking job, Pete. But like I said, I like this. Looks like they're satellite imagery of the GI Joe. Hey, Lunchbox Kills, and that's what's up. But we saw your picture. Great job, dude. Great job. Love Blunt Man. But if you wanted to submit one of these, I would do the first one because I like this one too. This one you could like I said, just immediately seeing this, upon seeing this, I'm like, oh, they down the Rattler and they're looking for survivors and stuff like that. So great job, Pete Moline. Like I said, it's either this one right here, or this one is the one I'm gonna use for the on the thing. Next up is Sam Edwards. He just submitted one image, and it was this. And I think he told me when he submitted it that, like, while I was talking on either the Wake and Bake or something, he took this figure outside and shot it while he was listening to me. It might have been when I was on the thing with Shane. And he took this outside and he shot it. Great shot, Sam. Great job. And like I said, minimal effort, man. All you got to do is just find a spot and just frame it up in your mind, and then just set up the figure and then just let the figure tell the story. It's a great shot. This was the only shot he submitted, so I love it. Great job, Sam. Now he's not in here to explain anything. So I don't know who exactly this figure is. It could be a custom. It could be another. I don't know. So if you know, let me know. But I love what he's got here. Shane now submitted. Shane also submitted 3 3/4. Shane, I think, just wanted to keep it on a small scale. I'm going to show the videos last, so I'm going to let everybody know. Triple D submitted a video. I think Ben Joseph submitted a couple videos, and Shane submitted a couple videos. But I'm going to save those for last. Those aren't in the competition, just the images. So, and I only say that's because only a few people submitted videos, so I'm not going to make that a part of it. Everybody who submitted videos submitted pictures, so I don't really have to involve the videos. Somebody go Rescal dial tone. No one know where they have. For real, dude. And then I assume he used like a fresh, what looks like some kind of cave play set. He's got Cobra Commander up here. He basically just walked around this set and took pictures of like the Cobra guys getting ready. I assume is that Storm Shadow? I have no idea. These I think these are newer figures, right? I'm not seeing the big metal joints. Of course, you see some old school Cobra figures right here with that the Fang, right? That's the Fang. And then, of course, nice wide shot so you can see all of the bad guys here. Nice Cobra base. He set up some bricks around it, some fencing behind it, the wall over here behind it. Looks like a rundown. What are those called? Like just stations, like a quick spot just to kind of, refuel and things of that nature. But Shane submitted a lot. This is Shane's last image. And it looks like these the Joes are either ambushing the Cobra base, or it's just a completely other shot. I can't tell. I think these are classified figures, though. Am I right in assuming that, or am I completely way off? So I don't know. But regardless, when it comes to Shane, I probably would submit this one because this looks like an action shot. But even that, like, I don't know. So it's either this one to me, where you're just kind of getting nefarious. Again, another satellite image of all the bad guys hanging out, or this one. Joe's ready to roll out and take a case of kick ass and take names. My wife just asked me how the cats do. She's something else. So great job, Shane. I think we're probably going to submit this one because I like this one. And then now we're going to move down to Smudge. Now Smudge submitted 2 pictures. I love them both. One is, of course, here, a picture of the T-Rex. Everybody is talking highly about this new T-Rex. I assume this is the giant one, Smudge. If you're still in here, let me know. I could be wrong. I like the rocky texture on that base. I do too, Dan Alton. I do too. It blows me away when friends and other folks say I'm not creative. And then when we literally get an afternoon showing how creative you folks are, this is awesome. This is all I wanted to do, Jeff. I wanted people to take their toys outside and play. Because that's how creativity starts. My wife read an interesting article to me today about how all kids now, their brains are shrinking because of Chat GPT and the phone doing everything for you. Like, you don't have to troubleshoot. You're not challenging your brain. Even if it's on a create, like a lot of people don't really get creative. This is not Smudge. This is Frankie. He's driving. Hey, Frankie, what's up, bud? Can you ask the driver which T-Rex this was? Just so we know. Careful on that T-Rex computer. No, that's the Hammond collection T-Rex. All right, so it's a smaller one. All right, thank you, bud. I appreciate that, Frankie. Thank you so much for answering. It's technically a red plant, though. I'll enter the next contest. I'm not going to be able to enter in this time. No, you can't because yesterday was the deadline. But we're going to start another one up. I'm going to start another one up in mid-August. And I hope that you submit in that one. Because that one, it'll be cooler outside. No one can complain about the heat. And hopefully we can get a lot of cooler submissions. But I want people to use their imagination. I wanted to challenge people's brains. I wanted people to take the fucking toys outside and not be embarrassed that people are watching. Shane hit me up. He said his wife and his kid was looking at him like he was a nut job. And I'm like, it's because you still have child-like stuff. Don't let them... I do it all the time in my yard. Nobody's going to judge. It's your fucking, it's your personal time. You ain't doing anything wrong. I can hear the T-Rex were just looking at this great shot. I agree, man, Joseph. Again, great shot by this. And this is not even his only submission. He submitted some Gundams here. I like this one. Now, Smudge, Great shot. The only issue I have with it is the red figure here is not lit. It's very shadowy. And the only reason I don't like it is because it's very bright behind him. This is what I'm talking about, bounce boards. You have a bounce board on the other side of him. The sun will bounce right off that board and hit him perfectly, and you'll get him lit dramatically where there'll be some shadows. But it's a great shot. The positioning is good. Like he's about to put down this Gundam. I just wish that he was lit a little bit more properly. So if I was going to submit an image, it would definitely be the T-Rex roaring in the grass. I took a whole bunch of stuff to the beach on a busy Saturday. Everyone was looking at me funny. One of the best times I ever had. Hell yeah, dude. Listen, let them look. Let them look. All right? You're having fun. As long as you're having fun, I don't give a shit. Exactly. I agree, Dan. This would be the image, Smudge. If I was going to submit, that's probably the one I'm going to take right there. Now we move to Stu for lunch. Another 3 3/4 figure. Simply put, he explained this to me. He's just going for a walk in the woods, just taking a day off. I forgot the guy's name, and there was Leatherneck or some shit. If not, please correct me in the chat. But he said he's on his phone, just kind of relaxing through the day, has a day off, and he's just chilling, kind of hiking. He's got his little hiking stick right here, as you can see. Simple shot, well lit. He clearly took it with his phone in the middle of maybe a hike, just took him outside in his yard. I like the shadow, very stylized. Listen, I would like it if it was dark. So if this was like, let's say it was like a space behind him or some shit, and there was like some cool, like colorful lights, and he was shadowy, I would be in. But because it's so bright, it's daytime. He should be lit a little bit, Menjoza. I'm not saying blast him with light. That's why I said take a bounce board. Don't blast him with light, because then you blast him with light, it'll flatten. But if you just kind of hit him with a bounce and create some dramatic shadows on like maybe on his face and stuff like that, so his face looks nefarious. I know it's a robot, I get that, but like I want to see that detail on his chest, man. It's daytime outside. That's the only reason I say that. Otherwise, it's a great shot. I was going for more dramatic lighting. Look, yeah, I mean, I totally got it, but trust me, I get it. The only thing I'm saying is it's daytime. If it wasn't daytime, if you had a silhouette of a night, like okay, this is supposed to be a space fight, right? So if now, obviously you can't do this because this was a touch grass challenge, and that's fine. It's a great shot regardless, because it's a great shot. But if you had like the moon behind him, so if it was nighttime, but the moonlight was the light, and the moon was behind him, and you just saw this silhouette of this, badass, dude. Like really badass. I always take a figure or 3 when I go to the park to walk dogs. I've gotten in the habit of that too. Like whenever I go to the park now, with my wife, we go hiking quite often. I'm always taking at least 1, maybe 2, because you just never know what you're going to find there. And then if I see something while I'm taking the picture of those 2 figures in my head, like, oh, I should bring more next time, then that hike goes on our list of hikes to go back to. I have about 4 or 5 like hiking places in this area that are on like the Rolodex of just revisits, because I always want to take a figure there to shoot something all the time. And dude, a pocket figure is never, and there's never anything wrong with a pocket figure. So always take a figure with you, because you never know. You could just be at a restaurant and you could just look out the window and see something in the parking lot that looks cool, and then you could just sit him up real quick and just get the hell out of there, So, but that's dude, that's the way to go for real. But like I said, Smudge, it's a great shot. The dramatic lighting, I completely got it. It's just the contrast of the daylight behind him, and how dark he is. If, like I said, if this was a night shot or a space shot and the moon was behind him completely around, and it was like a white background, and then you saw him silhouetted like this, that's a great image. That would be a really dramatic image. But it's a great shot regardless. Now here we get to Triple D submissions. Now this is Triple D's video. This is what he's talking about at the beach. We'll show that in a second. But this is what he submitted image-wise. I assume this is a custom image of himself, drinking a Powerade, because he had a problem at Joe Fest last year. He needs his Powerade. I didn't have to be there to remember that joke. Great joke. And you got him in what looks like a plant that's right by your house, hanging out with some greens, smoking some greens, and drinking his Powerade, making sure he's hydrated. This was a great shot there, Devil Dave. Seriously, good job, bud. And I like the little custom figure yourself. Took what looks like a Daredevil body, classified legs, and a custom head. and put together. I noticed a lot of us make custom figures of ourselves. I noticed that, and there's nothing wrong with that because I got one of myself as well. I always got one or two things that are 6 inches in my pocket no matter where I go. You sick son of a bitch. All right, so let me now switch back over to Instagram, and we'll see the rest of the Instagram submissions before I move back over to the hold on, let me fix my fucking camera. There you go. Before I go to the videos. For real, stay hydrated. That was in the planter on the second floor of the hotel at Joe Fest. Look at that. You see? Awesome job. Awesome fucking job, Daredevil Dave. But let's get over to Instagram again. Real quick. All right, so I'm in chats here. I can't be in the chats. I don't want to show my chats. So let me just go back. Okay, here we go. And I will pick up right where we left off. Menjoza, you submitted the most images. So I'm going to save yours for last. All right. So Alpha Red asked me if I had his, and we do. So let me get Alpha Red's up first. We'll do everybody who submitted one image. This was Alpha Red's image right here. I love it. I assume that's America Chavez, Marvel Legends, being saved by Spirit, or maybe Spirit and his daughter, Spirit and his lady. Just kind of like, taking in the sights, or is Spirit saved somebody and they're looking for somewhere to hide? They're looking for somewhere to get away from the Cobra opposition. I was going to do the Sophie series, but I was hearing everyone's head. Hold on. No one's going to do that, but I promise you, everybody was going to be full support. That's what I expected here on this thing today, and I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Thank you so much, man. But this is a great shot, Alpha. Really great shot. Love to see. Now, this is all I'm talking about. Again, dramatic shot, well understood, Smudge. But you see how the beautiful blue sky is behind Spirit, and there is some light hitting him. Now, I did a shot one time in Red Dead Redemption, where it was a silhouette of my character on the horse looking down, but it was a night sky with like some kind of lights. I forgot what was creating light. I think it was the moonlight. The moon was so bright because there was no clouds in the sky. That's what I'm talking about. So if the moonlight is so bright, and you could feint some moonlight by just using some soft lights above, you could have. It would have looked so good. It would have looked so. Trust me, But this is a great fucking shot, Alpha Red. Like I hope. Yeah, here you go. I was thinking Spirit rescuing his daughter. Boom. I kind of got that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's rescuing a damsel in distress, whether it's daughter, girlfriend, whatever. And they've just gotten away from the opposition, and now he's making sure that they're not following him. He's making sure that he's going to clear away. It's all about lighting, 100%, dude, 100%. But this is a great shot, Alfred. Hell of a shot, dude. Let me just I'm going to keep exiting now because, like I said, I don't want to ruin the pageantry here. We will now show Tony's Figs' shot, which it's a very good shot. And this was a strike team, his LARP, his LRP team. He customized all of these figures, which makes it even more impressive. I would love to zoom in on it, but I can't. But there you go. But what a great shot! Just simply putting it in his garden, probably. I think it looks like there's a vehicle off here to the side, so it looks like they just showed up to where they're about to do the dirty work here. That JMK customer snaps. What's up, Mike? Hey, man, you're right on time. Don't worry about it. We didn't get to you. We didn't get to your submission just yet, so we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. But this is Tony's Figs' submission, as you can see. So he said this is by somebody else. He didn't make them. I thought he made them. So he just bought them off this dude. So go follow this guy, Ray Murphy. So he made some of these. What a shot, dude! I get the Vietnam. Does anybody else get Vietnam? I know that's what this is from. I got it. So what he was going for, what Tony's Figs was going for, when he sent it to me, that's immediately what I got from it. It was a great fucking shot. I mean, I don't know if he's in here. If not, Tony, when you watch the replay, Great fucking shot. Hey, Ronnie Trickshot's in the house. What's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. Welcome. I appreciate you. We're going over the touch grass challenge. If you guys are interested in being a part of it, I'm going to do another one in August. So please keep an eye out for the I will post on the community tab, and I will post over here on Instagram and shit like that. So please keep an eye out. We're gonna do another one in August. So keep an eye out for it. But yes, really loving this shot. Like I said, when I saw it, I felt muggy. It felt muggy when I saw it. Like it felt hot and sticky. It felt like Vietnam. So it was a really great shot. What he was trying to incorporate, a team going in behind enemy lines, possibly. Fantastic, man. Truly fantastic. Let me see what my wife is. That's how we're going to get someone come back. My dad's going to get it. Okay. All right. So, great shot, Tony, man. For real. What a shot, dude. Now we're going to go look at Mikey's recent shot. Mikey submitted this a couple days ago, and I absolutely love it. So, here's Mikey's JMK custom work shot. We just... Oh, there you go. Finally zoom in. All right, there we go. Now, Mikey submitted what looks like a few shots that he just kind of condensed into one in his post. And as you can see, it's his custom truck that he made with some of his custom figures. Kind of getting, I don't know if they're in a firefight or they're about to get into a firefight because I'm not seeing any blast effects. So it looks like they're about to sneak up on these monsters. So, Z-Force team encounters something from not of this world. As you can see, it's Blackheart, the Destroyer, Thalog, and that Rhinoceros. I never know those champion figures, whatever it was. So this little Z-Force team kind of getting into the woods here, into the jungle here, not knowing what the fuck's coming up on them. And they're about to be in for a rude awakening, just like anybody would when you see the Destroyer walking, leading a team like that. That is some monster squad that they have right there, Mikey. I'm just realizing the figures. Like I saw Blackheart and the Destroyer. I didn't see Thalog and the big Rhinoceros dude standing all the way behind him. What a great shot, dude. This is a great shot. The figures all, like, you know, all getting into position here, getting ready to ambush this insane monster group, which I think even this Z-Force with all those machine guns probably won't stand a chance against the Destroyer. I mean, I could be wrong. Yes, fantastic positioning, fantastic posing. All it takes is a little time, a little effort. You don't have to be a professional photographer. You don't have to be, you don't have to be a stop motion person. You don't have to be any of that, and death behind the Destroyer. Yeah, okay. Where's Death? Oh shit, now I see it. Oh shit, he's right here with the red skull. I see him right here. If you can see my little mouse pointer, I don't think you can see it on Instagram. He's right there over the shoulder. So what a shot, Mikey. Great. Yes, great job, dude. This is a great fucking shot. And I love the incorporation of all your custom pieces. That's awesome. And of course, he shouted out all the heads that were downloaded by people and that he got, where he got them from. Great credit. Hey, Tristan's in the house. What's up, Tristan? It's good to see you, bud. So great job, Mikey. I love the imagination. Like, just a group of military force going up against insane supernatural odds. I liked the creativity, positioning, lighting is good. Fantastic shot, dude. I enjoy this shot very, very much. So great job, Mikey. And then, of course, I think we're about to get to Menjoza's star-studded show because Menjoza submitted a lot. Let me just see if Menjoza's the last one. I think he is. And then we'll get to a couple of videos, and then we'll pick a winner. Oh, Triple D, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, but not a bribe. I'm doing the same Buzz Lightyear piece as a towable for my Vamp March. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Like I said, anybody who's just coming in, this is what you win. This painted piece, Buzz Lightyear plasma drill that I painted up to be a G.I. Joe anti-aircraft cannon or laser beam, whatever you want. It could be a plasma drill for the Joes. Use your imagination, I guess. But these are this is the prize that you're going to win. Menjoza knocked it out of the park with all of his submissions. So we're going to start with his very first one, which was Now, his are videos, kind of. They're images, but they're moving images. So let's take a look here. So as you can see here, he's got Jody Shooter Craig in position. I don't know if she's about to take a shot. I don't know if she's just kind of scouting, but whatever it is, I love the slow pan as you look at the light beam behind her. Do you see that fucking beam of sunlight behind her? Great. I mean, you could have just submitted this one, Menjosa. You could have just been this one, and that would have been it. Like, you'd be like, oh, I'm good with the touch grace challenge. No, he went above and beyond, and I mean, it's fantastic. He's a fucking great photographer, dude, and this is a great shot. Like I said, he could have just stopped here. This was the first one he submitted to me, and when I saw that, I was like, you have more? When he said, yeah, I got more. So a great fucking shot, dude. Seriously, great shot. And then, of course, this one he took, Scarlett and Duke. Again, I mean, crisp. Clear, you could see everything. Again, the beam of light right behind Duke and her. It just looks like the cover of a romance novel. It truly does. Fucking fantastic, dude. Tony, I just put the rest of the pics up I took in our shared LSWA Google Drive. If you want to take a look at them. Hell yeah, dude, I will. And I just was in there yesterday or this morning to get all the videos that you put in there. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that. That's a solid pick, dude. That was nice. This one, too. This one's great. Yeah. G.I. Joe Storm's Pleasure Island. Don't even. I got very lucky. Dude, what a shot, dude. What a shot. Yes, exactly. Snake Eyes better be worried. Duke is getting a little too handsy with fucking Scarlett right now. That was another one. He sent us a couple of pictures of just Scarlett. Again, I don't know how or what time of day you went outside, Menjosa, but man, these ray of lights behind them, fantastic. And I love the slow pan. Really, I don't know what you did. I'm not going to ask any questions, but great shots. Here's another one that he took. This is now basically just a couple of fixed shots on retro Scarlett and retro Duke. Great image. Again, look at that fucking beam of light. How he got that perfectly. It looks like it's hitting her like she's like the angel of death with the guns and shit in her hands. Really great framing, everything. Menjosa, seriously, great job, dude. Ooh, Snake Eyes better be careful there. Like, that's my girl. It's another great shot that he took of Destro, kind of probably doing some nefarious shit. He's got his briefcase and his gun in his hand. And of course, now he's hanging out. Am I the only one that I have this? This was another. Me and Mikey were talking about it yesterday. The G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie. Yes, it's absolute dog shit. Please put it behind a woodshed and bury it. Yes, I agree. But the figures were good. And this one I use as two things. I use her as a Cobra like secretary, or I use her as Destro and Baroness's daughter. I think that's how this figure plays pretty well, this particular Baroness. But this is a great shot, Menjosa. I love it. As you could see here, another great shot. I love the power stance that Destro's doing. He's about to talk to Baroness like, don't you ever talk to me again, Baroness. So now we're back over here. So let's see what else we got. Then, of course, he's got here, great shot here, Black Panther being worshipped by the public. Then he's got another. This is Random Stuff Garage. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that he submitted. So Random Stuff Garage submitted this one, as well as this in the snow. Now, this is old, so I'm not going to count this one. But he submitted some old ones, but I'm going to count. Although this is nice, too. I'm going to count the Black Panther one, because I think that's the one we agreed upon. Because I think he said a lot of these are old. So I think I'm just going to take this first one from Random Stuff Garage. I use her as Chameleon, a.k.a. Baroness's half-sister. That works, too. That fucking works, too, Matt. I just felt like, why waste this figure? Like, it's a good figure. I know that the movie sucks, and I think sometimes, like, you can't crucify the toys because the movie sucks. If it's a good figure, it's a good figure. And that whole line, to me, wasn't bad. Like, even Snake Eyes. Like, because you can use that ninja for anything. He doesn't have to be Snake Eyes, because you have a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes already. And that's Storm Shadow, too. He's another one. I use that Storm Shadow as Tatsu. So I could stand him next to Shredder. He doesn't have to be bald. I don't want the fucking movie Tatsu. I made a custom Shredder. So why not have a custom Tatsu? And the Asian girl from that movie, that Akiko, I use her as Karari, Shredder's daughter. So they double. They work. I don't know why people crucified that particular toy line. I know it's still sitting at Ollie's, but they're good figures, not terrible. Like if you need them for like secondary figures and shit like that, custom pieces, I don't know. I'd not be so harsh on them. I don't have any other Baroness. I get that. Menjosa. It works. If you don't have a Baroness, she's a Baroness. If you have Baroness, like fucking Matt Matson said, she's Chameleon. Or she's their daughter. Or like I said, she's just a random secretary. But don't movie Snake Eyes become Torpedo for a minute. Then I made him Gray Fox. See, and for Metal Gear Solid. That's a lot. Matt, I know a lot of people who are doing that. The Gray Fox, because the buck looks good. It works. It's very sleek for that kind of figure. I army build that Storm Shadow from the movie like a motherfucker. Dude, it's just a bunch of white ninjas. Brilliant move. Brilliant fucking move. So Random Stuff Garage also submitted. I'm sorry, Random Stuff, you did submit, and I am showing it now. And that is Stan Lee basically saying, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Black Panther, and everybody is just staring at him in awe. It's a great image. Back to Menjosa, though. Menjosa now has submitted this as well. Kind of strayed away from the G.I. Joe, went to a little bit of a Street Fighter here. Ken, I guess, either asking himself, what has he done? Or is just kind of meditating after he has survived a fight with somebody who he's completely taken out. But it's a great shot none the least. I love the slow pan and turn. I truly do. And then, of course, this is Menjosa's, I guess, custom figure of himself, standing in front of what I assume is the tumbler that I sent you, Menjosa, right? And it's a great shot. Great fucking shot. I said a couple of them with his, I guess, lady. Telling him what's gonna go down as he handles stuff as the muscle. I like the big metal arm. These are great shots, Menjosa, for real. Great fucking shots of yourself. I like that one with the tumbler behind them. That's a great shot. Then he's submitted this last one. We'll do this last one right here, which was a picture of Beachhead, which I love very much. Again, look at the almost like a spotlight on him, and you can even see a little lens flare on his camera. Great shot, dude. Great fucking shots. Look at that. Really good. Menjosa, if I was going to submit anything, it would probably either be the Jody Shooter Craig image or the Destro. I like these. I like the Destro images with Baroness. I like this one. It's a really great shot. So that's everybody who submitted. Now I just have a couple of videos from Daredevil Dave and Shane. But we've all seen Shane's because Shane's on YouTube. Those are his play motion videos. I'm only going to play one. He sent me two. I'm going to only play one of them. But I am going to play Daredevil Dave's first because Daredevil Dave told us that he went to the beach and literally was playing with his figures, and he said people were looking at him, which is very, very funny. I don't know if I can play this. Will this play? Let me just close out that and open this back up and go to that video, see if I can get it. For some reason, the video isn't. It's just coming up as an image. I don't know why, Daredevil. Very annoying. I think you submitted them to me through Instagram, right? No, it had to be through YouTube, through Facebook. So let me just bring it up on Facebook. Because I downloaded. Was it an email? Daredevil Dave, how did you send it to me? You sent it through email, right? So I'm going to play Daredevil Dave's video real quick. And then we'll pick a winner. And like I said, the winner wins this. Winner gets this. Cool little custom plasma gun. I didn't want to give away an action figure because all you guys have action figures. I'm not going to fucking give toys away. But I wanted to give something something cool. Something that you guys would be like, this is awesome. This was worth it. I just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of got something worth it to me. I don't see Dave, your video. I can't find it. What the fuck? I don't know where you sent it. It had to be Facebook because that's the only place I would have downloaded it from. Facebook or email. Let me just see. I'm sorry about this, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure. But like I said, if I downloaded it, it had to be from Facebook. But anyway. All right, so we can pick the winners, or I'm going to pick the winner. I don't know how we should do this. Because I was honestly, we could leave it to a vote, and I could just put up a poll, and we can all vote. Or we can all just discuss real quick and say, who do you guys think the winner is? And you all just sound off in the comments. Who do you think won this thing? Because you all saw the pictures at the same time I have. And you guys just tell me, like, yeah, this guy definitely won. Give it to him. Like I said, we could just do a poll. Up to you. Let me know right now. There's 16 of you. I need 16 people to say something. Please speak up. What should we do? Do we pick a winner? Do we vote on a poll? Or do I got to make the executive decision, do it for everybody? It's on Instagram? All right. Thank you, bud. All right. Thank you. So it was on Instagram. I thought it was. I just got to find you. I got so many fucking... There you are. Gotcha. All right. There you go. So as you can hear, his video's playing. So let me just pop it up and we will watch his video. All right, so I don't really want you to see my chat, but I can't. I mean, maybe I can send it to another browser. Open a new tab. There you go. No, it just opens up as a video. It opens as a picture. It doesn't open up as a video. Okay. Let me just see if I can... All right, so there you go. I'll show you this way. That's all. All right. You make the executive decision. You want me to pick the winner? I'll pick the winner. I could do that. All right. So here is Daredevil Dave's video. As you can see, he took these motherfuckers to the beach. Didn't give a shit who was watching. And this is all it takes. Don't be embarrassed, man. Have fun. Look, he made his sandcastle. He got people buried in his stands. He's having a blast out here. Got the fake snakes. Look at that. That is, dude, great stuff.
Here we go again.
That was good, dude. Simply put, great job. Great job. Like I said, I can show you. You pick the winner. All right, I'll pick the winner. Damn, is it that complicated? Oh, no, I just had to find the fucking video. I don't want to show off my chat. That's all. Later, guys. I'm at the Great Museum. Enjoy, bud. Enjoy. Thank you for watching us while you're at the museum. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Well, if I'm gonna have to pick a winner, if you really want me to pick one, I mean, it's hard to do, but everybody did a great job. Like everybody has submitted great images. But with that being said, let me just take one more look at some of these pictures. It's like, I don't know. It's a hard decision to make because you guys all did a great job. All you did a great fucking job. But if you're gonna leave it to me and I'm gonna make the choice here, it's probably gonna be that shot of Jody Shooter Craig. That shot was so fucking good, dude. Let's just take a look at it again. I mean, everybody did a great job, but this shot right here, man. I mean, this to me, it's fucking stellar. It's stellar, dude. So, I'm gonna pick the winner here today, and I'm gonna pick this one. This is the winner. This was such a good shot, dude. It was so good. The lighting is great. That fucking beam of light behind. I mean, dude, this was a great shot. Like I said, he could have just submitted this and been like, I'm done. It was so good. It was so good, Menjoza. Yeah, it was so good, dude. So I think I have your address because I think you won before. Yeah. It was a good shot, dude. I mean, look how good that is. So we're gonna do another one in August for sure. Please, please don't get discouraged. Please, just submit another one. Go out there, take it, take another one, have fun. But I mean, I'm gonna let you know when submissions start, and I want more. I want everybody to participate. You know, I want to say everybody who took the time to send, even if they were pictures that you had already taken, the fact that you went through the effort to send them to me and say, hey, man, I want to get involved. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It means the world to me. And like I said, Mendoza, you knocked it out of the park, dude. These shots, all of them were great. But this one was fucking stellar. So congratulations are in order. You are the proud owner now of this plasma rifle. Send me your address just in case I deleted the message, and we'll get this out to you ASAP. So great job, for real, everybody. Great fucking job, all you guys. Please don't get discouraged. Keep shooting. Keep going outside. Keep shooting. Keep shooting inside using lighting and bounce boards and all that stuff. Get good practice with it. You know. It's all about having fun. Like Daredevil Dave said, he went to the beach, he had a blast, he didn't give a shit who was looking at him. Oh, Jetman, you're asking for my email address? I got it right here. Tonebone MVW at, obviously I misspelled Gmail, but it's Gmail. Tonebone at Tonebone MVW. I'm sorry. Tonebone MVW at Gmail. There you go. That's my email, Jetman. So please, please join, man. Join us for the next one. We're going to start in August, and we're going to end it in September. And on my birthday falls on, I think, a Monday. So Monday afternoon, September 22nd, we'll go over the second Touch Grass Challenge, and that'll be the fall edition, since my birthday is the first day of fall. And then if you guys really want to do a winter one, we can do like a winter one. It's up to you. We'll figure that out as we go. But I want to do more of these. I like these. These are very fun. I don't know about you guys, but I'm inspired. I thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, just go out there and shoot. Don't let this be the end. Practice makes perfect. The more you shoot, the more you're going to understand how the sunlight works. The more you're going to understand bounce boards. The more you're going to understand what time of day you should go out and shoot. Because there's a time of day where you get that golden hour, you know, where the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, but I know nobody wants to go out at 4:30 in the fucking morning. I know I don't, you know? So, you know, practice. I take my figures out all the time. You heard Matt Matson before. Every time Matt Matson goes to the park, he takes two of his Ray figures with him. And I'll tell you this, Matt Matson's figure photography has gotten nothing but better because he's always taking pictures. He's always practicing. And that's what's going to, same thing happened with Savage Land. When I was doing Talking Figures with Savage Land was very new to it. He was a novice. He told me multiple times, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just shooting stuff. And when I started to tell him about color lights and smaller lights and bouncing lights to get dramatic effect. Now you see his images. They're fantastic because he practiced. He took all that shit and he practiced. And that's all this was. This was to send you out there, play with your toys, get used to not being embarrassed and just doing it more. Fuck it now. Now you've done it. Now you know you can do it. Now don't let nobody embarrass you. Don't let anybody give you any weird looks. Who cares? Who cares? There are so many other people out there doing much weirder shit than what you're doing with action figures. So don't let anybody judge you, ridicule you, or make you feel fucking weird. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? So please let this inspire you. You know, don't be discouraged because Mendoza won because he's like, you know, his photography was good. It was, you know, there are no losers to me. Everybody who submitted, if I had fucking 50 of these fucking Buzz Lightyear things, I would have sent one to all of you. Because all of you won. Because you took the pictures. You went out there and did it. You know, there was a couple of people that said they were going to do it and didn't do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know time constraints and life gets in the way. But you guys did it. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud that we were able to accomplish this. And I'm sorry that I had to push it back like a month. Again, I didn't expect my father to pass away. But I thank you. I'm glad that we extended it because I got more images. I got more people submitting, so it was nice. It was nice to extend it. Hell yeah, you should have fun. Me and Shane talk about it all the time. We take the toys outside and do crazy shit with it. Daredevil Dave took his toys to the beach. Listen, a lot of times people come up to you and go, "What are you doing?" And you go, "I'm just, toy photography." And they're like taken back by it. They're impressed by it because you're taking a toy that's supposed to be for a kid the kid's gonna break it in 3 days because they have no concept of how money works and how to take care of your stuff. And then when they see that you actually take this little piece of art and make it an even better piece of art, if you're not impressed with that, I don't know what to tell you. I truly don't, man. So I'm glad you're psyched. I want you to go out there and shoot them. Shoot all the toys that you can. Have fun. Cross shit over. Don't be involved. I don't want my G.I. Joes to fight dead. No, do that. Because it challenges your imagination. It opens up your mind to different fucking scenarios and different things. What ifs? How does this happen? What would happen if this happened? How would this work out? Challenge, even though it's comic book related, it's cartoon related, toy related, it's still going to get your brain going. Your brain's going to start thinking. That's what we need. We're not thinking enough anymore. We have computers in front of us that do it all for us. All we got to do is ask our phone a question and it fucking literally answers you. That's why I wanted to do these, because I don't want people to rely on this shit no more. We're all talking about AI and what the AI can do. Yeah, AI can move pictures, but it doesn't do creativity. You're the creative one. Be the creative one. You want AI to move the image a little bit, but you got to set the toy up. You got to paint the image. You got to paint the story. It's you. It's your creativity. It's not fucking AI. So stop worrying about AI. That was basically why I did this. I just want everybody to know that AI can be around forever. It will never, ever be able to create creativity. It just won't. Okay? Because someone's got to be creative enough to put the prompts in to get what they need. So let's always remember that. So always don't be embarrassed. Have fun with your toys. Have fun, because that's what I wanted this to be. I wanted everybody to realize just how much fun you can have. Because a lot of toy photographers, they'll tell you how much fun this is. And it doesn't take much. It just takes a phone. You can't afford a big time fancy fucking camera. Ain't nothing wrong with using a cell phone, dude. Nothing at all. So that's all I really wanted from this. Listen, it was good. Okay? You nailed it, bud. You knocked out, hey, 6'10", you're your daddy. What's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday. And like I said, I hope this was fun. I hope we all had fun. Can we at least admit that we had fun, hopefully? I live in a senior community apartment building, and there's a creek next door. But there's a steep hill onto it. I don't want to fall down. Well, safety is the name of the game. All right? Safely take pictures of your toys. Don't do something that could possibly hurt you. Okay? So, if you want to take a picture by that creek, see if you can find a way that you can get down there safely. Don't fucking go down the steep hill, bud. Okay? So just be careful when you shoot your stuff. Don't fucking don't throw yourself down a hill because you want to get a shot. It's gonna suck. Creativity is slipping through our fingers, people. And it really is. And like I said, I'm not trying to sit here on a soapbox and tell you like the AI robots are gonna kill us, y'all. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you that no matter how many people tell you how great AI is and it's a great tool, you don't need it. We don't need it. The creativity always goes here. It always works in this fucking thing, in this hat rack. So you just got to kickstart it. That's it. People just don't know how to kickstart their creativity because they think it's hard. It's too hard. It's not. It's not that hard to take a couple figures and just say, oh, this one is infiltrating this base, or they're doing this and this is going to go down. We always do it. We just don't say it out loud. I know everybody here in this room has bought a toy and literally painted a picture in their head by just looking at the fucking toy. Because I know that because we're all kind of the same. That's how I know. I mean, I'm not saying they won't, but I'm not going to get on a soapbox and say it, Dan. That's all I'm saying. I got Footloose right after 4th of July. Otherwise, my video would have had. Hey, man. There's always next month. So keep that in mind. You know, I still go to fucking Pennsylvania and get fireworks, even when 4th of July is done, because sometimes you get a great shot with some of those things. If you get the little tanks, that's what Sir Dork showed you. Sir Dork does a lot of that pyrotechnic shit, and it does work if you have the right fireworks. And those little tanks are the best. I have a garage. I have like 10 of them in the garage. So every now and again, I'm like, oh, you know what? This needs a little bit of real pyro. And I'll light those in the background. You know? So just get creative, man. It's not that hard. You just got to kickstart it. You have all the toys. The story is painted in front of you already on your bookshelf, on your toy shelf. If I turn around here and just look down this list of fucking figures, I guarantee you I can come up with a story for almost all of them. Thank you, Mikey. Amen. Because that's exactly the same reason why I buy them sometimes. There are characters on this shelf. I don't play Warhammer 40K. If you ask me what the fuck I'd say just they're in armor suits. That's all I could tell you. I have no idea what goes on in that world, that lore, and all that. I watch Wraith Mace every now and again when he's playing, and he starts talking, and it sounds like he's speaking a different language. I have no fucking idea what he's saying. But I love how passionate he is about it. And when I saw that figure, it literally a story painted in my head immediately, and I didn't even have to see 40K Warhammer. So you just get what you get, and sometimes you'll be surprised at how it comes out. What your mind does when it sees something that you've never seen before. Like, I don't watch Gundams, but when I see Gundam wing model kits, my brain starts going crazy. It starts just starts firing ideas. I've never watched Gundam wing in my life once. Never. I don't care about space robots. I don't. But when I see the picture on the box, my mind just starts revving up, man. So Dollar Tree has great. Yes, they do, gentlemen. That is a great drop. Fantastic little tidbit. Yes, they do. I've gotten a lot of stuff from the Dollar Tree. Ate a lot of stuff. Next time I'll do it for reals. Great photos, everyone. Lunchbox, you did a great job, dude. I like the Blunt Man figure. It was great. But we're going to do it again in August. So please don't get discouraged. Come back and do it again. Like I said, we're going to have fun. And like I said, Menjoza, just send me your address on Instagram and I'll get it out to you. I'll get it out to you before I hit the road tomorrow to go to Pittsburgh. I'm going to Pittsburgh for a couple of days. So the channel will be dormant. I am going to finish up WCW tonight and air it either tonight or tomorrow. So you'll get it. So you'll have that. There will be no LSWA Sunday Morning Slam, unfortunately, because I will be in Pittsburgh. But we'll be back at it, regularly scheduled programming next week. So I'll be back at regular shit now, to Wake and Bake and all that stuff. And the truck stream. Originally I was going to take some stuff to Pittsburgh and just kind of stream in Pittsburgh, but I don't want to infiltrate somebody else's living space and try to like stream. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to see family. I'm not going to be that pain in the ass. I need a fucking internet wire. Where is it? I'm not going to be that dick. So I just, we'll wait until I come home before we get back to it. We just ain't afraid of a droid army. We think kit bash. That's what I'm saying. Giant robot. That's very true as well. It's my pleasure, man. I want to do this more often. Like I said, when I made this channel and I started to see growth in it, I wanted involvement. I didn't care about, channel views and subscriber bases. I didn't give a shit about that. I just want to have fun. I want to have fun with people who are like-minded, who like playing with toys as well. I don't need to be the popular kid. I don't need to have all the subscribers. I don't give a shit. I'm very happy with having people want to participate. To me, that's enough. Even if they didn't, they wanted to. And that was enough. Because that means you took notice. You're paying attention. And you want to have fun with the rest of us. Like, what I'm doing is fun enough to make you want to get involved. And that's all I was trying to, that's all I ever try to promote. That's why I do the truck stream. That's why I did LSWA. I just like playing pretend with people. I don't like, real life sucks. I think we all know that. I picked up Footloose and Darkline yesterday, and them on pre-order. Went on. You gave just a check. I got Darklon because of his sword and dagger. Because when I look at the figure, I kind of see like I kind of see the ability to make a custom Deathstroke or Taskmaster because of the mask. If he didn't have his tongue sticking out, I probably would have followed through with that. But I only wanted his sword and dagger for a custom King Arthur that I'm making. And I feel like that sword looks kind of like a good Excalibur. It's the only reason I got him. And I got him for free because I had Apple Cash. So I was able to get an action figure for free. So I picked him. You know, there was no other G.I. Joes that were really interesting me. I really didn't, you know, like the only one I want is Heavy Duty, and I'll just wait for him. I'm not really in a rush to get him because I'm noticing that he's not selling out. I thought he was going to sell out, and he didn't. So I'm happy to know that I don't have to worry about that. I can't make a custom figure myself. I don't have the Blob figure. Oh, Jetman, don't do that. Don't do that. But, you know, it doesn't have to be a custom figure. You know, everybody just take a figure outside and shoot it, man. You know? That's what this is all about. We're having a good time. We're having a blast. I'm having a blast. I also want to say I'm having a blast on Wednesday nights with Mikey. So thank you, Mikey, for having me on that show. And I've enjoyed myself. Thank you, Shane, on Tuesday. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for, you know, getting involved and making me feel like this means something. You know, I know that sounds stupid or cliche or whatever, but like, seeing you guys get excited for this, seeing you guys enjoy this, seeing you guys want to participate, it motivates. It keeps you wanting to do it more. It keeps you wanting to give more on top of what you're already giving, you know? So thank you. Like, seriously. I don't know. I'm hoping. We'll see. It's up to me and Mikey. It could be. I don't want to say yes for sure because we discussed a little bit about it. I have a lot of chemistry with Mikey. It's easy. It's easy to talk to him. You know, it's easy because we have the same sense of humor, I noticed. So it's easy to bounce those jokes. You know, I like playing hot potato. And especially with jokes. So you throw a joke and he throws it back and you just kind of, you know, I love that. That's fun for me, you know. And even yesterday while he was painting that figure and I was putting, you know, those blockies together, that was fun. That was fun. So, you know, you know who you can fuck with. You know who you got the chemistry with, and he's definitely one of those cats, man. I'm not saying this because I know he's in the chat room and I'm greasing his elbows. I'm gonna grease those elbows, Mikey. I'm just, you know, telling the truth, being honest, man. Like, it's an honor to get to hang out with him on Wednesdays and just shoot the breeze. Hey, Obby's announced. What's up, Obby? It's good to see you, bud. Menjoza is the winner of the Touch Grass Challenge, if you're wondering. And he wins this custom painted plasma gun. I painted it myself. And it will now go to Menjoza. It will find a new home at Menjoza's shelf or toy bin, whatever, wherever Menjoza puts it. It's his prerogative. But Menjoza, congratulations again, dude. You deserve it. It was a great fucking picture, man. Great, everybody submitted great images, great pictures. Next time we will have probably a committee or something like that to vote or whatever. Because that was, you know, I don't want to pick. I hate to pick a winner because I don't want anybody to think that I'm, you know. But that image was so good. Sounds good. Thank you, Menjoza. I appreciate you. It looks like a Joe Flat cannon. No, I'll accept that. It's a Joe Flat cannon. Thank you, gentlemen. So if it works, it worked, man. I'm glad we grew so well. Makes the gig very enjoyable. We shall see what the future holds. I agree 100%, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. Like I said, I don't want to say yes, but I told him whenever he needs me, I'm there. So whether it's the fill-in, whenever he needs me, I'm fine with that. I don't have no issues with that at all as well. You know, and whatever I can do to help, I always tell people I'll help you wherever I can. If you need me to come on your show to kind of like fill dead air so you don't feel like you're just kind of sitting there watching paint dry, I can do that too. I can definitely be a dancing clown. Not an issue. Dude, it's for real. And like I said, when you vibe with somebody, you got the same kind of sense of humor. You could tell jokes and know that the person's gonna like not only not get offended but bounce it back to you in a funny way, so that you can now bounce it back to them in a funnier way, and round and round you go. Even if it's like, I notice me and Mikey tend to like do like voices to each other. Like we'll do like fucking impressions. That to me is enough. I have a blast doing that. I'll do that for 2 hours. I have no problem with it. So I have a fucking blast. So I can't thank you enough for even considering me. To come on and hang out and want to tolerate my ass for 3 hours, because so far every time we've gone on, we've probably gone about 2.5 to 3 hours. But it's good. I have a good time. I have a blast. Like I said, I had a blast with Woody and Shane as well. Whenever I think Smoking Joe's, I always think the three of us. I know that may sound crazy, but I don't think it does, because we're literally Smoking Joe's, the three of us. So, but that's why it's fun to hang out. It was fun hanging out with the Mega Powers. I liked hanging out with them. Toy Games and Jerk, they're funny. They're funny. I will always gravitate to fun. I can't stress that enough. I said that to Jeff when we were doing the D&D thing. I said, if I ruin something because I went to funny, I'm apologizing ahead of time, but I'm going to tell you now, if there is an opportunity, if somebody lobs a meatball over the fucking plate, I'm swinging. I'm not watching that pitch go by. So I always gravitate to funny. So anybody who's funny, I gravitate. And I fuck with them because especially if you make me laugh. So that's just me. I can't speak for everybody, obviously. That's just me. Yeah, no, they were all great. Epic pictures is an understatement. They were all fucking fantastic, dude. I love the voices. He's gonna make me do mine. Dude, voices are great. That's what I tell Shane when Shane posts his play motions, Matt. I say, stop with the AI voices. Stop. Because it's clearly reading what you're saying. You do it. Do it. You're voicing a toy. Who cares? Just do it. Go for it. They're not going to see your face. So don't worry about being embarrassed. If you can't do an accent, you can't do an accent. Then obviously then maybe you. But I don't trust that AI voice shit. I don't. That's why I don't use it. That's why I'd rather try to make my own voice. Even if the accent is shit. Even if I can't get it right. I'm going to try. And then I'll find somebody who can before I even consider going to AI. I will go through a Rolodex of people. Hey, man, can you do an accent? Can you do this accent? That kind of shit. I think everybody who does play motion or stop motion, never use AI voices. Always just someone will voice it for you. And I'll tell you right now in this chat, anybody who does a play motion play motion stop motion and needs a voice actor, I will gladly do it. All you need to do is ask me. Hey, man, I got this thing. Can you voice it? Sure. So, I love doing voices. I got my Australian accent down, pound unfortunately. Well, of course. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. I try. I'm afraid of dead air, Dan. So I don't want dead air. So when like someone invites me on their show, I dread it. And when I hear things getting quiet, I gotta steer the conversation, even if it goes from, oh, cool paint job to what we went to yesterday, God and all that other stuff. Like it, I don't, So yes, that's a fact. That's a fact. And like I said, there's nobody else. It's funny. Like I said, when you do the fucking, it's just funny. It's such a good time. Dude, you just got to practice. I have mush mouth all the time. I smoke weed like a fucking, I smoke enough weed to choke a small donkey. Like I get dry mouth, mush mouth all the time. You just got to practice. Practice makes perfect. Just practice, dude. You're a clownfish. Say something funny. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't. I just so there you go. So it's like, this is what I'm saying. You'd be surprised how many people enjoy doing it. All you got to do is ask. Don't rely on like, oh, AI voice. I don't want to do this. I don't want to look embarrassed. I don't want to be embarrassed. you're not going to be embarrassed. Trust me. You can't embarrass yourself if you can make fun of yourself. I make fun of myself all the time. I make fun of myself so much that my wife gets angry at me for making fun of myself, even though I'm joking. Like, I don't really mean it, but she gets mad. She's on her way home right now. So. Damn right, Woody. It's good to see you, buddy. Welcome to our stream, man. I hope you're having a great Thursday. Menjoza was the winner of the contest. Since you're just joining us, he submitted such great pictures. But I appreciate you for coming through, man. We're going to hang out here for a little bit before I cut out of here. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything else for the rest of the week because I'm going to be going to Pittsburgh. But I am going to film a toy hunt. I don't really do toy hunts, but I'm going to film that in Pittsburgh. I'm going to look around, see what we can find out there. I'm not guaranteeing anything special, but I'm going to see what I can find. And then it'll be a members only because I don't really like doing fucking toy hunts for all members first. You guys will get it first before it goes live to everybody else. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just going to see if their stock is better than our stock. I can almost guarantee you dollars to donuts that it's the same. It's just dog shit. So, but we'll see. If I have to drive that far out there, might as well go look, right? It doesn't hurt. I'm going to look for any comic book shops in the area, any toy stores in the area, Ollie's, Ross's, obviously Targets and Walmarts. But I'm going to see. So we'll see. That's sexy recognize. That's sexy player. Oh my goodness. So I hope you guys are having a great fucking Thursday. Of course, tonight you got the Mega Powers. And of course, Figure It Out, Mikey and Zakanin. I got a special guest. They're going to be talking about some stuff. I don't know off the top of my head because obviously I'm a pothead. Tristan, I hope so. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I know the East Coast usually sucks. And a couple people from Pennsylvania say it's not that good neither. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking for a couple of maybe G.I. Joe classifieds and possibly what Marvel Legend was I looking for? I don't remember. I don't even fucking remember because I got most of them. Oh, Jean Grey. That new Jean Grey. Was she exclusive anywhere? I don't know. So if I see her, I'm going to grab her. If not, no big deal. That like X-Force Jean Grey, one in the green. Yeah, but other than that, there's really nothing that I need. So I'm just going there to see. Is New York just shit? Or is it the entire East Coast? I'm willing to target exclusive. Thank you so much, Woody. So I'm willing to bet that the whole East Coast is shit because Woody doesn't have much luck neither in Rhode Island. So I'm assuming Pittsburgh would probably be no better. We'll see. We'll see. It's just going to be a fun trip regardless. Everybody, we all love road trips, right? I mean, I kind of do. And Chagging in New York. Just a store sucked down in Orange County, New York, too, Jetman. They had it worse down here. We were talking about it yesterday on on Mikey's stream that Ollie's just literally has the Eternal figures. It's the only thing they have there, and a couple Black Panther figures. Wakanda Forever that like you couldn't pay me to take at this point. So like Mikey said, that's a brilliant idea would be right around the holidays. You just give one away to every person that comes through the store. Hey, this is a free action figure. Wrap it, give it to your kid. Just to get rid of that stock. Because Jesus Christ, who the fuck wants the Eternal figures, man? Like enough. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all for submitting. This was fun. And I'm excited to do the next one. So in August, I'm going to start up the Touch Grass Challenge Part 2. We're going to call it Heat Wave. We're going to have like themes. Maybe we'll start doing themes. I liked what Bobby Wald said when he first came in here, that the Discord group kind of has like themes to it. So that's a fact, but that is a fact. They will live there for eternity. Yeah. Ollie's will close down before they fucking sell those toys, man. Oh my God. We were also talking yesterday about Walgreens. I didn't know that the guy who ran this shit in Walgreens loved toys like that. I wish that happens again because Walgreens had some good exclusives, some seriously good exclusives. So I wish they still did that. They don't. And Black Series too. Oh, okay. So I don't really collect Black Series anymore. I'm actually going to sell all my Black Series collection. So if anybody's looking for Black Series, I have a shit ton. There, I have General Kenobi with the armor. I have Darth Vader, the Emperor. I have all like them. Bunch of stormtroopers, but like the First Order, clone troop. I don't have like the original guys. So if anybody's just looking, the army build or have like Star Wars, I have a lot of the rebels, like Kanan Jarrus and all the characters and shit like that. The Sabine Wren. I don't think I have Ezra. I might have Ezra. I'm not sure. But I have Clunker, whatever the fuck the robot was. I have them. I have all of that shit. So if anybody's looking for Black Series figure, let me know. I only collect the Ewoks. Oh, that's cute. Star Killer or Raven. I don't have those. Why do you say the only two I don't have? No, I usually collect, when it came to Star Wars, I only collected Stormtroopers. I have a couple of Death Troopers. I know, I forgot who was looking for that. I think Bobby was looking for those. I have a couple of Death Troopers, but I don't know if I'm going to keep those. I might keep those because those are good. They double as good robots. But I have a lot of Stormtroopers. I have a couple of those like Jump Troopers with the backpacks. A couple random ones. I have a whole bag of them. So if anybody's interested, we can discuss. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep the ones I want and just because I'm eventually going to start getting tables at toy shows, just kind of sell some of these toys. So they'll just go there. Like I'm not worried, but I would like to give it to you guys first. You guys get the option first. I'm kind of sifting through my shit. It's up to you. You know, I have McFarlane toys too. If anybody wants, I have a whole box of them, of all varying lines. Like of course, mostly DC, but I have like Witcher, Mortal Kombat, a couple other ones. So if anybody's interested in McFarlane, I don't know one's gonna be interested in McFarlane figures. I have a couple Supermen too out of McFarlane, and then I also like a couple of McFarlane figures. I added cloth capes because I can't stand the fucking vinyl shit. So I added the cloth capes. So that'll all come in if anybody's interested in those. And a couple Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends was the hardest for me to sift through. I don't know. Does anybody have that where like you have like a specific line where like you don't give like, for instance, like I'll sell Star Wars. I don't give a shit. But when it came to Marvel Legends, it was hard for me to see who I wanted to get rid of because I just wanted to keep them all. But like there's just certain lines I just don't give a shit about. Like I'm like, yeah, I'll give a fucking sell. It's like Masterverse, I refuse. Just cannot sell Masterverse. Just won't. That's my favorite line. Have I bought anything new? No, because nothing has been interesting me. The only thing I want is that Hordak drone from Mattel Creations, which I will get at some point. But yeah, so like Marvel Legends and He-Man were just non-factors. You know, G.I. Joe, we'll see. The only reason I want to keep them right now is because I got a lot of play motion still playing. But in time, I'm sure G.I. Joe will be on the block too. You know, like that'll all happen. I do have the power. I feel like it. I still got my McFarlane toys 25 years ago. I can't sell my toys. Dude, I'm fine with selling these things, especially McFarlane toys. I don't fucking need them. And I have a lot because when I would go to Ollie's or like clearance, you'd go to places and it'd be clearance down to like $10 or $9. Like, you know what? I miss Dorkside Toys so much. They had so many sales that I would get McFarlane toys for like $3, $4, $6, and I would just get just a lot of them because they were so fucking cheap because they were on clearance at Dorkside Toys all the time. Okay, see, all right, so that's your line, Mendoza, is that classified line for sure. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like I said, we all have that line that we are just dedicated. Like I'm sure Woody. Just, you know, Woody will probably give away because he has extras, but like if you told him he had to sell all his, he'd be like, fuck you. I'm not getting rid of all these, you know, like I love G.I. Joe, you know, so like I assume we all have that line that we are just loyal to, and like why we could probably sell a couple from the line, we won't sell the line itself because we love it so much, you know. I'm like that, like I said, I'm like that with Masterverse, but I'm more of a swords and sorcery guy over military and realism and shit like that. So I like fantasy, you know, over the realism. So that's the only reason why I'm in a He-Man that way, you know. No, it's all right. It was Stu. We're happy to have you here. But the winner of the contest was Mendoza. He submitted just one. I'm going to show one more time because it was such a fucking damn good picture. This was the image that won right here. This image right here that he took of Menjo's. Savage Crucible is also a good line. Matt Matson, I'm a mark right now for fucking AWOC. I love the AWOC figures. I love the way they look. I love the way they articulate. I love those figures. Absolutely love those figures. Oh, Blackheart's in the house. What's up, Black Knight? What's up, bud? It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're having a good time. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. It's not treating you well. But yeah, this was the image that won the contest. I mean, Stu, look at that ray of light beaming down on this woman like she's the angel of death. As I said before, like she's about to put a bullet in somebody. It's pretty impressive. This shot was just too goddamn good to not make it the winner. So that was the winner of today's contest. I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me, man. Thank you. So I'm gonna wrap it up now. Black Knight, I hope you enjoy. I hope you subscribed if you're new here. I've never seen you here before, but I hope I entice you to stay. We do these kinds of things all the time. Check out the channel, all kinds of crazy shit. If you're a member, LSWA's WCW will be coming out tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to commentate on it in a little bit to get it done and over with. It's all edited, just needs my voice. Thank you guys for the kind words for Monday Night Raw. If you want to join the LSWA, all you got to do is join the membership. Put you on the roster, and you will be in the ranks of the LSWA, Legend Series Wrestling Alliance, for anybody who's keeping score. Make sure you check out all the cool people going live today. As always, your Yojo Jerks and Toy Gaines, Disavowed Figs for the Thursday Night Thunders. Of course, I think Talib will be on Thursday with a friend, with a punk with toys. If you guys want to check out Talib's journey through the toy space. And then, of course, after Yojo Jerk goes live, we have 10 o'clock, Figure It Out, with Mikey and Zakanin, as they have a special guest. They're going to work on, I'll talk to him. Legend, you know who I am. Do I? All right, well, I appreciate you. Regardless. Thank you. I don't know you because you're Black Knight. So if I know you, cool. But anyway, give me a second. Let me just say. Now I got you. That's what I thought it was. I just didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to fucking assume. It's good to see you, Aaron. Thank you for hanging out, bud. I appreciate you, bud. Yes, it is. Thank you. Hella soap. Hella dope. I get it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Like I said, Menjoza won the contest because it was just, that picture was too goddamn good. Thank you. I appreciate your sympathy. For being able to forgive me. Thank you. I apologize. Ron. Where Ron at? Sorry, not the best time to call. I'll hang up first. Yeah. She's my wife is on her way home, so she had to do some stuff. Pick up a lot of cat food. We gotta make sure the cats are fed while we're gone. Felix will be house sitting for us. I told him no parties here while I'm gone. So we'll see. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all you guys, man. Like I said, this was fun. I don't know what's going on with the pre-roll. We'll see. Talking Figures will be coming back within the next 2 weeks, though. So Fridays we'll still have. You'll still see my ugly mug on Fridays at 6 p.m. It'll just be back on Talking Figures with a guest, one-on-one. I miss it. I miss talking to people. I miss having I miss, just getting to know people. So I'm going to do that again. Shitty day here. Started great, but it's getting blizz. But I'm sorry. That sucks. Well, at least the weekend's coming, Neek. Hopefully it'll lighten up, right? At least you hope. But that sucks, too. But I'm glad you're here with me. hopefully I can put a smile on your face, even though it sucks, even though the day sucks. Oh my goodness, you guys are the best, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time, for the love of God, stay baked. Deuces, everybody.